That is a new open carry law that's set to take place this week. Texans will be able to walk the streets openly wearing their holstered handguns. The Lone Star State has now become the largest state in the country to sanction some form of open carry law. To carry handguns, residents will have to be at least 21 years of age, have a clear criminal record, no record of mental illness, and they'll have to indicate that they've completed a training course as well as passing a shooting test. But the law is proving to be a little troublesome for some Texans, especially those in the banking industry. Listen to this.
Our concern is, I think rightfully so, if you are going to prohibit openly carried weapons in the on the bank's premises, do you want to walk up to the guy who has the gun and say, hey, by the way, you can't have that gun here? You know, so oral notification, I think, is a little daunting and a little intimidating, especially for frontline bank employees.
Well, some folks, we should mention, are going to be able to opt out of it. Certain places,
Correct.
like restaurants, and say, hey, we're a family restaurant. There's nothing wrong with guns, but might make some people uncomfortable to see a bunch of people with holstered weapons.
Sure. This is really what I call a battle-tested law. 44 other states have this type of law, or a very similar law, on the books, and there's really been no incidents with it. The Texas law states that banks, bars, and courthouses, you still cannot open carry. Any type of business may ban open carry. For example, the Roman Catholic Diocese of Dallas, they oversee 75 churches. They said they will not allow open carry.
But they can still have closed carry, which means that it just has to be concealed under your shirt,
which is the current
in your
status
pants,
of the law in
and
Texas.
That's the way it is in a whole lot of places, because it could cause somebody harm, or someone, if they could become frightened if they see it,
sure.
A child, for example.
Second Amendment advocates feel that this is a true reflection of the constitutional right to bear arms. The Supreme Court has said, look, you have the right to bear arms, but certain restrictions can be placed on that. Concealing it is one of them. And if you have an open carry, opting out of the open carry for various businesses, that's also a fair restriction.
And there are still some places where you won't be able to have a weapon at all, as we understand, like some stadiums and places like that.
Absolutely.
Really interesting topic.